Let's look at the general idea of non-renewable resources. So, systems can be defined at many scales. At the scale of the entire planet, there are four major systems. We call them spheres: rock, air, water, and life. And together they are known as the Earth system. Ecologists call these the lithosphere, the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, and the biosphere. The lithosphere is made of rock. It's the outer part of the solid Earth. It's about 60 miles thick, and it's made up of the crust and the upper layer of the mantle. Modern manufacturing of products, including building materials, gets most of its materials from the lithosphere in the form of fossil fuels, stone, and metals, which are dug up, mixed, and recombined. The materials are used briefly, and then they're spread out across the planet in tiny amounts where they cannot be retrieved. For renewable resources, like wood, being sustainable means that resources should not be consumed faster than they can be replenished. But materials from the lithosphere are non-renewable resources, and that means there is no sustainable rate of consumption. There is a finite amount which will decrease as it's removed. Once it's gone, it cannot be replenished. Or another way to put it, once material is taken out, it cannot be put back. Here's an example of a non-renewable resource, the rare earth elements. Rare earth elements are a group of 17 rare metals, and they're called rare metals because they're used in such small quantities. We're familiar with them now because they make electronic products smaller, faster, more powerful. Many of them have unique properties for which no substitutes have been found. These rare earth elements are essential in devices like wind turbines, solar cells, batteries for electric cars, and 97% of them happen to be produced in one country, China. And every step in digging them up is a step toward running out. Mining requires the removal of large quantities of soil and rock. As with the extraction of fossil fuels, so with other kinds of mining, the most plentiful and easy to get to deposits are extracted first. Then, as the deposits are used up, the mining has to shift to lower grades, smaller deposits, maybe greater depths. And what this means is that more waste is generated, and that the extraction requires more and more energy and more water to get at the same amount of material. At the end of the term, we're going to look at an alternative approach, the circular economy, the cradle-to-cradle approach. But for now, let's go look in the next lecture at an example of a non-renewable resource, fossil fuels.